My mom once told me, Adams, if you leave this house today, I'm going to cut your head off. I know you are wondering what I did. Of course, when she locked the door, I jumped over the fence and I pursued what I felt it was destiny.
Oh my god.
So let's fast forward so that you will understand the context of what happened. I grew up in a very, very, so to say, poor family. What that implies is that at a very young age, I will have to hustle at least to take care of certain basic things in my life as much as my parents were actually doing their best. Wow. My first job was in a local bakery where I picked a job and my salary was 150 naira then. And fast forward now. And then here comes one Mr. Youngson Zafi that had a vision to start a band called Amazing Grace Band. I got to know about the band, and before then, I had this love, always thrilled when I see people at the wedding play these drums, play the guitar, play the keyboard, especially when they put the guitar, on their neck, and just keep striking those Makossa beats and stuff like that. And here, an opportunity just few steps from my house, and I was ready to put my all to get that opportunity. Registration was about 300 naira then, and so what it means is that I had to work for 60 days, which is 2 months, to put my 2 month salary so that I can pay for the registration. And of course, you know very well, I cannot go back to my mom and tell her this is what I want to do because she never liked that. Now, her actions were purely out of love, concern, and being careful for her favorite son so that I don't end up being in the wrong company. Her argument was banned, not in church. So, how come you are sure that it's going to be something godly? So, I was able to put up the money, paid for the registration, and an opportunity presented itself. It was tough, but I scaled through. The person that would normally play the drums for us had some issues that he could not follow us to a wedding that we were supposed to go, having collected their money. So we normally go a day to the wedding, have the eve all through the night, and then the following morning we go to church and then the reception. And the only option at that point was Adams. And I had 4 hours to learn how to beat these drums. I couldn't have the time to learn everything, but I needed to learn 2 beats, reggae and Makossa. First, the one that is slow, and of course, the fast music because we are going for a wedding. So from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., I was somewhat able to learn just a little of these 2 skills, and we traveled for this wedding. And all through the night with shaky hands, my heart was beating, and then my legs were shaky. I was able to beat the drum through the night and then, of course, finish the wedding. Of course, my boss, Mr. Youngson Zafi, because I believe once a boss, always a boss. That is the principle upon which I live my life. He was very proud that within the shortest time possible, I actually made him proud. Now, this story might look, oh, you're just a little boy and then you had some challenges because you are under the care of your parent. But I also discovered that as I grow older in life, I had bigger dreams, and the same challenge I had growing up came exactly the same, but it's just, in a different form. Now, sometimes there is a strong conviction in your heart of exactly what God wants you to do. Maybe a business, maybe a relationship, or whatever it is that God will lay in your heart, and the conviction is very strong. The problem most times is not about you. The problem is the people around that actually get to know what you want to pursue. And then there is an attack that comes from left and right, and sometimes you wonder whether you should pursue or you should give up. So I'm just basically here to tell you one thing. If you are convinced in your heart that God is leading you to pursue that dream, it means that it is possible. With men, it might be impossible, but if God is leading you, God is going to sponsor it. It was not easy for me. It has been always through fear. But one thing I can tell you, everything I have become in life by the grace of God today was somewhat connected to music. Started playing guitar, started playing drums, moved to learning keyboard, moved to learning the bass guitar, moved to learning the lead guitar. And then one of these days, I was at a wedding and I was playing the bass guitar, and I somehow got lost in whatever that was happening, and I picked the guitar, remember my fantasies, and I put it on my neck and I began to strike, and then we were playing Makosa and I was just dancing. And then the father to the bride saw me and he was thrilled. He has never seen something like that. And so plus or minus after the wedding, he told the daughter that they should get me. That time she was working in a bank, and then somehow I got there and she said, "What is your qualification?" I told her, and she said, "Okay, my father said this and that, there is a job offer for you because he liked how you played the guitar." So I can tell you stories upon stories that is interconnected to how my journey in life was connected to music. I got a job from the bank. The first time I walked into the office was somebody that I saw, Pastor Dr. Kayode, someone that I met when I was still a student in Fedpodam then, went for a conference in Maiduguri, and then he saw me singing and he blessed me with some money many years ago, just for me to come to the bank, went upstairs to see the boss, and then he was the one. And he made the job easy for me, even to the point of my exit that I was sacked. He stood and defended my interest. Fast forward one more time. When I came for my interview, it was somewhat tough because that was the first time I was trying something like that. In the process of the interviewer kept asking, at a point he asked me, "What do you do presently that you are not working?" And I said, "Well, the only thing I do actually now is music. I play in the church and stuff like that." And he looked at me and he jumped all the questions and went down below the paper employed. I didn't know he was a pastor. I didn't know that he was the music pastor in his church. And then the following week, it was on a Sunday, he came to the lodge, and behold, he picked me to church. It was tough, but I followed it. And because there was a conviction in my heart, I am where I am today. Always remember, when it comes to pursuing your dreams, men might not first believe you. The people you love the most, the people you think that should believe in you first, will actually be the people that will attack you. Challenges will come. It's going to be very tough. But listen, always remember this truth. Every challenge comes to your life to do but one thing: test your conviction. Don't give up.